webinar this time, but the topic is going to be amazing along with the speaker. So let me present Dr. Sriram Vasudevan. He is the lead technical evangelist at Intel. Along with that, he has been mentoring our capstone projects and very other things at RAISE at Reva University. And to talk about the topic today, I am sure that all of you are excited about how AI is changing the world today, and not just the software applications. Today, AI has gone into inanimate objects as well. What you see on the screen, starting from autonomous vehicles to human beings to anything under the water or over the sky, everything is today being connected with AI. And we are talking about a very seamless experience from moving from cyber physical systems to cloud to AI, so that there is an excellent understanding of how data can be used and harnessed for creating amazing innovations. So today, Dr. Sriram is going to take us through this wonderful world of innovating with AI, especially on Industry 4.0 systems. And I'm sure that he's going to give us good understanding on what exactly is Industry 4.0 and what kind of challenges that you would face there, because it's not going to be the old software-driven systems. We are talking about hardware-software integrations. And what is his credentials? I'm sure you can go and check his YouTube link. You can go and check the LinkedIn there. He's as I mentioned, one is that he's a evangelist on technical innovations through Intel, but along with that, he's a TEDx speaker, a writer. I think 47 plus books, and more. I am reading his profile. I don't know how one person can do this. And across industries, I think across industries, 150 research papers, 14 patents. He has worked across the number of companies. I have a long list here. I'm sure you are looking at his LinkedIn profile also, starting from banking to hardcore company, the data engineering companies like NVIDIA to the software ITS companies. I think he has delivered and worked very closely with multiple clients. And this area, this is even for us, this is a very, very new area, because we have been running AI programs for some time now, and we have very few exposure to, say, an IoT or an IIoT or OT-driven AI systems. So we are also eagerly waiting for these sessions, how we can use AI's power to create live Industry 4.0 based applications. And we are hoping that you will also find it very fascinating. Thanks again for joining. The whole session would be about, say, we would start now and end it up around 8. Around 10-15 minutes later, towards the end, we will take Q&A. So please post your queries there on the chat. And we would love to hear Dr. Sriram. Over to you. Thank you.
I hope I'm audible. Can you confirm once?
Yes. You are audible and you are visible. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much. And that's a great introduction, Dr. Shindu. And thank you very much, Reva Academy, for this opportunity yet again. So welcome to the session. It's going to be a demo, plus we will take some case studies and we'll take some situations where you and I would have faced that in the past. You would have felt that, is there a solution that is available for this? Can we build a solution? And that's the thing that I have done today. So I've got plenty of solutions which are all built on day-to-day problems that we are facing. And that problems are really very important problems to be addressed. And I'll also tell you where it has taken us through and what kind of improvisations we have done to make it even better. So we'll talk about IoT, we'll talk about AI, we'll talk about ideation, we'll talk about picking the idea. So it's going to be not just one area that we'll discuss today. It's going to be plenty of things that's going to come in picture today. So innovation and you. That's what I have kept the subtitle as. And if you see very clearly, everyone can innovate is what I have kept very clearly there. Now we need to understand the difference between innovation and invention. Before understanding this, I don't think anybody can come into the sector of innovation. So what is innovation? What is invention? You get anything new. You are the first one to invent a bulb. That is called as invention. You are adding some features new to it. You are making it an LED bulb. You are making it a bulb with more features that can, say, halogen bulbs or something like that. You are making it improvised. You are improving it. You are bringing in new features to it. That's called innovation. Innovation is not invention. Invention is creating it for the first time. Innovation is not so. Innovation is all about improving it, bringing in value to it, making it more accessible for the people. You get it right? So I just want chat to be very active. Normally we keep chat very active during our sessions. If you can ping me in the chat saying that I'm audible and I'm clear, I'll proceed further. Few of you, can I go in the same pace? Because I don't want to rush through. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Shinu. So if at all you get any questions in between, right, please go ahead and ping me in the chat. I'll be very glad to answer your questions. Right. All right. I have innovation, but the innovation is not affordable. I have an innovation, that innovation is super complex. So we cannot have innovations that way. We need to have innovation which is affordable, that is going to fuel not only the business, not only the technology, not only the society, it is also going to transform the lives. So what kind of innovations are going to be that? I'll show you some of the examples, some of the instances here that will make you understand whatever I'm saying is good to go, right? You will trust that yes, innovations can even be this simple, which has got a lot of impact in lives. Not only in one or two lives, it's going to transform lives totally. So I'll show you some innovations like that, and that way it's going to be super helpful for you. Bulb, as I told you, when it was done the first time, when it was built the first time, that's the invention. But when I make LED bulb, when I make a bulb which is going to be even more powerful but with lesser power consumption, it's going to be categorized as innovation. So remember, that's a simple question. As I told you, there must be takers. If there are no takers, then it's not innovation. It's not affordable innovation. It's not the one we have to work on. Just because we are innovating, just because we've got some idea that's very new, that's very great, if it is not having takers, then that's not really categorized as innovation that's needed in the market. Identification of the problems is the toughest thing that is actually faced by many of the innovators. Which problem do I have to solve? Where I can innovate? Where do I really go ahead and put my efforts to make sure that I get something innovative? This is the question, right? Many of us have got this question. Maybe some of you can ping in the chat that are you comfortable in identifying problems? Not exactly. Identifying problem is the huge challenge that you and I have. But I'll tell you a very simple thing here. We have got plethora of problems that are surrounding us. You and I have plenty of problems surrounding us. And many of them really needs technological solution. Many of them needs technological upliftment. There, you can identify that kind of problems which are surrounding you, and you can provide a technological solution for it. That way, you are an innovator. If at all you are identifying a problem, and that problem is the one that you have identified first, and there is no technology solution for it until then, you are not only an innovator, you are also an entrepreneur. So I keep it that way. You are not only an innovator, you are also an entrepreneur. So you can get into even the business ideas where you can bring it to the market. I'll show you some of the cases like that where it's going to be definitely phenomenal for you. Just a second. Yeah. Now, if you can look around, you can identify problems. If you can look around deeper, you can identify plenty of problems. And that's what I have done. I'm going to show you some of them, which are going to be really interesting. Right. We shall start with water. Right. There are plenty of water related problems and challenges that we are facing. One of the very important problems that we all have is the water quality monitoring. Every state, every district, every part of this country has got water quality monitoring, which is done periodically. Be it a pond water, be it lake water, be it river, we are monitoring it, and the government is putting a lot of efforts and money to ensure that we are getting the quality of the water monitored. Is it a simplest way that we are doing? No, we are not doing it in the simplest way. We are suggesting a very simple way. And I will show you how we have used the data analytics, how we have used the IoT to build it properly. There are two methods that we can go ahead with normally. Currently, it is happening in two ways. The first way is to go with the manual method, where people go deeper into the lake or river or water resource. They collect water samples. Say, for example, they collect 20, 25 boxes of water samples, bottles of water samples. They'll mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 25 or 30. They will come back to the shore. They'll send it to the chemist for analysis. And the chemist gives you a report after, say, about 2 weeks. And each bottle analysis will be costing around 200 to 300, depending on the region which you are living in. And that's a very expensive affair. And most importantly, there can be manual errors. There can be people who are lethargic in covering the entire stretch of the river or dam or lake. They can take water samples from the same region, and that way it's going to be even more painful. And on the other side of it, we have already automated it. For example, in the Ganga, right, they have automated it. They call it as nodal network method. They've got the sensors implanted deep inside the river, and that data will be sent by the sensors quite frequently. So that's all available live for you. You can go ahead and check now. Right now, you can check. And that gives you 17 parameters of the water quality. But it's very, very expensive. Very expensive. And if at all, some fishes or some huge water living things, like a crocodile or something, it goes and slaps the sensors, right? The sensors will tend to break. That's the first problem. The second problem is the sensor will give you wrong data. So the maintenance and the costing related to it is super expensive. So we need to find out some mechanism where it can be definitely inexpensive. At the same time, there should be no compromise in the quality that we are trying to get. All right. So what are we going to do? We are going to get this process entirely automated, but in a very clean way, easy way. The manual water quality proven method is turning out to be very, very expensive because we are using people and we are spending a lot of money for the chemist. And the impact of this process, whatever I'm talking about, is very, very important that only 75 NGOs in India are permitted to monitor a river quality, the water quality of the river. Only 75 NGOs, trust me. So we need a solution. And that's what we have done. And I will show you the importance that we are getting it through the sustainability development goals from UN also. 6, 14, both are going to be connected to clean water and sanitation and life below water. We need a water quality monitor. We cannot compromise here. Sanitation is important, water quality is important, and all this should be done at an affordable speed as well as cost. How are we going to do that? I'm going to give you a very simple, frugal IoT plus data analytics based solution. I'm going to walk you through the demonstration as well. There you will see how we have built it. I'll tell you how exactly we have built it. We started with a simple Wix Action 500 box. The box that we have got is the one that I got as donation from the nearby pharmacist. We took that. 2 7-Up bottles I have cut it as floaters. I attached it to the side portion of the box. I made it a floater. I added the electronic units. Then it navigated. We navigated it with our phone. Then we built the navigation unit. We added sensors to it and we set the predetermined path where it can then go around. We found that it is working fine. Then we had to go bigger and better. So what we have done is we have gone to the carpentry. We built it real big, which can withstand the turbulence, but still it was not floating. We need a floater. So I took my father's Maruti 800, the old Maruti 800's Stepney tire tube, and I attached it to the bottom so that it can float nicely. Then it was floating. We were able to get data phenomenally nice. I'm going to show you that. That data can be used to understand the quality of the water real time. You will get a ChlorPath map in front of you. You can analyze the quality of the water real time. You can predict the quality of the water. What is it going to be the next year based on what is it going to be today? What was it yesterday? What was it day before? So you can predict it. You will have plenty of data about your water, making it smart water. You understand, right? This has got IoT. This has got design thinking. This has got data analytics and whatnot. Everything is available here. And I am going to show you this as a very simple and easy to understand demonstration. How have we done it? Very simple. We have got the map available with us. We will set the predetermined path. And then it will go around the boat, whatever we call it as. It's nothing but the USV. The unmanned surface vehicle will go around. It will collect the data. We have used machine learning and neural networks to understand the water quality parameters, the prediction, all those things. And then we display it as results in a nice way. And these results will help you not only to understand the quality of the water today, it can also help you to understand the quality of the water and predict it for tomorrow. Also, all these results are available to you in front of you in seconds. In seconds. So how can we do that, sir? It's going to be very simple. You won't trust me until you see that. We have coined a new word called as Internet of Aquatics. And this product was awarded by Cisco. We have got the award from Cisco during the Ideate contest that we have participated. And this is one of the best products selected by them. And we have won a lot of honors, including CAA has honored us. And I'll show you the demo right now without ado. and it's going to be very, very interesting. Just have a look, and I want you to confirm if you are able to see my screen once I share it. And also, you should tell me if I am audible when I show the demo, because I will have to walk you through that. Just give me a second. And we have built a solution in such a way that this can be used for your overhead tanks as well. So we made a miniaturized version right now. We are in Bangalore, we are in Chennai, we are in Coimbatore, Hyderabad. We are all living in apartments, right? I don't know how many of you have got a real thought to go ahead and see how your water tank is. If you see the water tank quality and the contaminations, probably you may not even take bath. So many of our water tanks are contaminated. So we need to be very careful about it. I'm not scaring you, but that's how things are. We can use this for those kind of approaches where it's going to be even more useful for you in such a way that you can test it, you can use it for your overhead tanks, and that way it's a real innovation. So I'm going to share the demo right now. Just have a look at it and let me know if you are able to hear the audio as well. In the chat, you need to mention it. If it is not audible, I will try to reconnect to it.
Water is one of the most important resources that we have today. 97.5% of the available water resources are salty. That means we cannot use it right away. Only 2.5% of the fresh water is available, and out of which 2/3 is already locked in polar ice caps and glaciers. Only 0.5% of the water is consumable, and that's what we are using for agriculture, industry, and day-to-day activities as well. Due to the increased pollution, every day there is pollution here. Increased pollution, the water crisis has increased, and World Health Organization says that 0.007% of water only is consumable and is potable. Due to this pollution, 1 billion people in the world today are denied with appropriate sanitation and water resources. Due to this, the most affected countries and region are Africa, Latin America, and Asia. We suffer with water crisis. When there is a problem, there is always a solution to it. We are coming up with a solution of smart water, which is going to ease the quality monitoring, and all these are done real time with cost-effective approach as well. We have done a simple but effective and frugal product for you to monitor the quality. We have built an USV, which is called Unmanned Surface Vehicle, with all techno capabilities which can monitor the quality, and there are 5 versions for it. This is the first version where we have built our boat in a plastic throwaway material. This is an USV. In the first version, we just tested it for navigation. You can see that we have taken 7-Up bottles as floaters in 2 sides. Everything is built by us from the scratch, and this is a great engineering work that we have done from the scratch for us to build this USV. We tested it in our university's water resource, and it was very nicely navigating, and we had just 2 simple microcontroller boards and Bluetooth modules for supporting our navigation. We used the phone's accelerometer for moving the boat left, right, forward, and back, and all these are done very nicely. You can see the propellers are also made by us, and this is tested for stability. The second version, we had to include the sensors, which are temperature sensors and pH sensors, we have included into the boat. And the USV then carried these sensors, and we started getting the data. The data about the pH of the water and the temperature of the water are all uptime real time now. Now we need to use this data to do further analysis and to understand the quality of the water. But this boat is not stable, so we started building it up in a better way, and in the carpentry we sat with our team and we built this beautiful USV. This is fully capable. All these are built by us right from the scratch, as I told you already, and this is a great learning for us. With a very simple investment, we did not invest much of the money here, so it is a very simple investment. We could build this boat with a simple circuitry, and this boat is 100% independent right now, that it can go collect the data and come back. The point is very simple. We are not taking 1 drop of water even back home. We are taking the data alone. We store data and we don't store water. We do not waste 1 drop of water even against the current method which is being handled all over the country. They collect water, they send it to the lab, they waste that water as well. We do not have that method. We collect data, we analyze it, we provide you real-time analytics. And you can see that the boat is fantastically moving forward and backward, left, right, all these. And we have also geotagged it right now with GPS support. It gives you the temperature data, pH data with geotagging nicely, and that's going to be shown to you in the second part of this video. You can see that there is a tire tube which is kept under the boat, and that's from our car. Now, this is our 20 cross 50 swimming pool in our university. We wanted to visualize how the data looks like, and we wanted to know if our boat works, the USB works fine in this kind of tough environment. So we made our boat flow. We made our boat go into this swimming pool for n number of times, and we collected a lot of data. This is a fast forward of the trial that we have run in our swimming pool in our university, and you can see that the boat is moving and it is collecting all data. I'll show you the data right now in next few seconds so that you can understand how you can look the data, how the data can look like for your easier reference. We collected around 2000 entries of data per trial run, and we have a lot of data right now about our swimming pool. You can see the data collected in the left hand side, and the first column is the temperature, the second column is the pH, the third and the fourth columns are the lat and the longitude coordinates. And now we are going to see how we can generate the temperature clear path. I have set the value to 1 here, which is column 1, temperature, and I'm setting the range right now in front of you, and we will get the temperature clear path map generated. We have integrated the Google Earth to MATLAB, and it is spotting the swimming pool right away in front of you in a very nice way. And you can see that we have tested it on a very sunny day, so the temperature range is high. Now we are going to get the clear path for the pH. I have changed the values accordingly. I'm setting the range from 1 to 14, and when I generate the clear path map, I can get it immediately in front of me, and you can see it right now. And we have done it immediately after chlorine is added to it, so you can see that the pH is maintained in a very nice way. Now I'm trying to change it as well a little bit. I'm going to show you even the slightest of the changes which is being captured nicely in the clear path map by changing the values here. You can see that I'm changing the values right now, and when I generate it, it is going to show even the slightest of the changes, which is a very appreciable feature. And the most important point is we could generate this kind of data with a single sensor set. Now you can see that we have generated a perfect pH and temperature clear path map. We can add more sensors to it if we get more funding, and this can be made more meaningful and more data can be given. We can predict, we can analyze, and we can give you the perfect data without wasting one drop of water.
So now I want the feedback. How was it? Did you like it? Do you see that the problem statement is something that is most important to be really addressed? Do you see the value for it? That's the question that I want you to answer. So all these problems, whatever we are seeing, whatever we are having every day, right? We can find a solution by ourselves, right? So we can do everything. We can take it to the chemical industries. We can migrate this solution to many other industries which are definitely in need of this kind of solution. But it may take a little bit of time for us to do it, but we are working on it. So this is the kind of innovation that we can do. This needed IoT, this needed electronics, this needed even the structural engineering and the understanding of why the boat has to be this size, this shape, and why it cannot be this. So all these kind of aerodynamics related understanding also was required. So when you build a product, right, you cannot say that I'll have only expertise in one area and I'll build a product. That's not going to be happening anytime. You need to have a proper team. As I tell you, all the achievements that I have been talking about or I have been presenting you about is part of a proper team. We have a nice team to work with. You cannot have every skill, right? All with you cannot have all the skills. That's impossible. So build a team. That is where you need to be more successful. Identifying a right team to do right things will take you in the correct direction. That's a simple piece of advice to you. Right. Now let's get into the next very important discussion. I hope it was interesting. Can I have a thumbs up from people if you found it interesting? I need thumbs up. I need some encouragement here. I'm also a human. I look for some encouragement. Give me thumbs up or reactions. Type it in the chat. I'll be very happy to see your responses. Great. Thanks, Vignesh. Thanks, SMA Pan. How do you pronounce your name? I do not know. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Let's go to the next one, okay? Can we go at the same pace? We're all good to go? I need yes, no, slow down, speed it up. Okay, yeah, we'll go at the same speed. Okay. All these are doable. I don't think that it's little tough. Or can we do this kind of systems? My answer to you is very simple. If Sriram can do, you can do as well. As simple, right? If I can do, you can do. If I can't, then also you can try. So there is nothing that you cannot. Just give it a try. You can do. Now let's get to the next very interesting thing that I have built. This is one product that I love doing actually. So we are getting into the automobiles right now, and we have got so many innovations happening in this sector. But I would like to ask you a simple question. Try answering this question. How many of us have got a mid-size, small, low-range car? I mean, the cost of the car will not be more than 5 lakhs in India, mostly for us, right? Maximum, many of us will go with a low-range small car in India for the first time. When you are buying the car the first time. Am I right? I don't want to name the cars here, but majority of us know what it is. We'll go with a car which is majority, most of the time, it could be like a low-range car, right? I'll give you my email ID, Aadhaar ID. I'll give you my YouTube details, LinkedIn details, everything. I'll post it across definitely at the end of it. So stay tuned, okay? Because I cannot keep typing in between. I hope you understand my point. He'll definitely do it. Just stay tuned for some more time. Rest of the demos will be more interesting. So you will not regret joining this session, okay? So just give me some time, Rajnikant. I like your name, by the way. Being from South India, I cannot hate this name. I'll give you all the details. All right. The first car is maybe Maruti or Hyundai or any such cars which is of a low-end car. I'm not talking about the high-end car which is about 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs range or even higher. Does the car come with all the safety features, all the software packed features that can help the drivers and that can help people to do better, people to feel better, people to feel the convenience? No, right? Only the recent past we got the airbag as a mandatory thing to be added. Even now, ABS is not a mandatory thing. It's a addition that you can go ahead with. It's an inclusion that you can go ahead with by paying some money. So my point here is, here comfort can come with a cost. I buy an BMW or I buy an Audi, there it is comfort that can come with a cost. But safety should not be compromised. To me, just because I'm traveling in a 5 lakh car, my life is not inferior compared to the one who is traveling in a 1 crore car. Both of us are equally important for the society and for the family and for the country. Am I right? So, what I feel is there is a strong need to innovate in the sector where we can improve the safety, comfort, and all these things for the passengers and the drivers. Taking that as an effort, I built something. I'll talk about it right now. Again, when I say I, it's not just I. I have a team. I have a team of 2, 3 students working with me. So they're all my very close friends and my students. I was a professor for quite a long time. So that's the way we do things, right? So I ideate, I architect, I attempt code, I test, but there is a team which is working behind. So building a team is the most crucial thing that you need to have as an engineer and as a successful person. If you want to be successful, right? I don't think you can do it all alone. Virat Kohli alone cannot do great things. We have got 2 parts to the system. One is driver monitoring, another one is driver assisting systems. We are going to give all the monitoring tools that can help you in understanding how the driver is driving, what kind of things that he is doing. All those things will come into picture where we monitor. It is not fair to just monitor the driver, right? We need to also give him some support. So we are giving assistive systems as well. So what are the things that we are giving? We are authorizing only the proper personnel to start the machine. The constant passenger count will be monitored and updated because in India, or in interior part of the country, some ungrown part of the country, right? 10 people are sitting inside a vehicle where it can be only 5 or 6. Even we see that nowadays, right? It's not correct actually. If there is an impact or an accident, that's going to be even tougher. So we need to monitor that. So constant passenger count. And the drivers are continuously monitored for substance consumption, smoking, drinking, or mobile phone usage. And we have got super voice support. And also on the side where driver assist, we assist the drivers by detecting the potholes. We also grade the potholes as grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Severity levels is connected. If it is so big a pothole, we will alert it with siren. And then we will also help him in identifying if there is a lane change which can be taken right now. And the car or the vehicle that is just ahead of you, if it is moving, if you are in the signal, the car starting alert can be given. All these are done fully implemented. And have a look at the demo, right? This was built for a couple of hackathons. One was with the Honda, where we have won the second prize in the national level hackathon. The second one, we have built it for an international hackathon. I'll show you the results. This has come with excellent amount of training. So much of training, so much of hard work and data. Have a look at it. I'm sure you will like it. As someone asked me sometime back, yes, I'll share all these details. I've got all these demo repositories, everything available, and I can share it with you. No problem in doing that. In fact, I would love to share the knowledge, whatever I gained over the period of time. So have a look at the demo now. Let me get the demo ready. Parallelly, right, you can also build these kind of things. But one thing that I would like you to do is we need to ensure that we are having the proper planning done towards getting all these things done. In the sense, what is the data set? What are the things that we are going to do? Everything you need to plan appropriately. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty much tough. So let me go ahead and share the demo. As you can see, I am I am building all these things for hackathons. I'm building all these things for some contests where I can showcase this, and also I can attract more inputs from the experts. So the best way that you can learn is to go participate in the events, go participate in the meetups, and you hiding all the talent within yourselves and not exposing it to the outside world is not a correct approach. To me, the one which is not shown outside is not the one that will gain popularity, that will gain momentum. So please do not keep yourself in a cocoon. That's a very important piece of info that I'm giving you. I'm sure that you will agree to the point also. Let me share the screen. Tell me if you are able to hear the audio in the chat. Please update that. And please have a look at the way the presentation has been done as well. It's very simple, affordable, and understandable presentation. Now tell me if you can hear. All right, I'll reshare it. I understand. Just let me know if you can hear, okay? I'm going to reshare it. Still not audible? I hope you can hear me now. Can you confirm it? I'll share the screen yet again. If you are able to see the screen, can you please confirm? You should be able to hear the audio right now. I'm going to share it yet again. Just tell me in the chat, okay? I think it should be okay. There are sometimes this technical glitches happen and we have to handle it. Let me know if you can hear.
We are the team Reborn 2.0. We have taken the theme pothole severity classification via computer vision. We are going to show you the complete demo of our implementation, and I'm sure you will like it. We have taken it into two halves. The first half is going to let you know how the pothole detection implementation is done in a much affordable as well as accurate manner. Second half of it, we are also providing additional features which can make the drivers and the passengers not only comfortable but also safe. In India and rest of the parts of the world, pothole is becoming a major issue and it has already claimed a lot of lives. We wish the count comes down and one day it becomes zero. Our implementation will provide you that is what we feel strongly. And this implementation has got pothole detection but with severity. We will classify the severity of the potholes as grade 1, grade 2 and grade 3. And if it is grade 3, we also have audio alert given to the driver saying that it is a pothole that you are nearing, so be careful in your drive. Second part of it is the driver monitoring and assistance features that we have provided, and I'm certain you will like it. In India or any countries like India, the first car of citizens would be a low-end economical car. It will not come with comfort and safety features because the costing will be so. It can compromise the comfort but not the safety. But we strongly feel that comfort can come at a cost but not safety. Safety should be there for every citizen, every human being here, and they deserve right to be safe when they are driving. We are providing you some of the safety features which are classified under driver monitoring and driver assistance systems, and that's also part of this implementation. We not only classify the pothole, we also provide you more features is the final say that I can go ahead with. Let's go ahead and see our demo and implementation. Let's go ahead and see our demo and implementation. The complete implementation is live and it's real time. It is fast, accurate. The classification is done in such a way that everybody can understand it very nicely, and the voice alert that we give is also going to be very understandable for the driver to be careful about the grade 3 potholes. The grade 3 potholes are more severe. We have taken our algorithms in such a way that it can detect the potholes depth and width, and based on which we will classify the potholes as severe, mild, non-severe. And based on that, the grading and the color system, color coding has also been given that way. We will show you the demo right now, and I'm sure you will like it. For the scene 1 data set which has been given by the organizers, we have implemented this, and you can see that. Grade 1 and grade 2 will not give you any audio alert, but the grade 3 will give you audio alert. You could hear.
Castle.
So for the grade 3, we alert the drivers with the audio alert saying that be careful when you are driving, and this is fully implemented. You can see the way the system is behaving in a real time and responding properly. We have muted the alert right now because we would like to explain the system, and this feature of audio alert is there for grade 3, and if you want we can move it for grade 2 as well. The entire scene is proper and the potholes are detected real time, and this alert goes to the driver, and I hope you like the way the system is working on for the scene 1 that you have given. The scene 2 is also completely implemented, and there also this grading is working fine, and we are very sure our system will work in detection of potholes at various levels, various roads, and it's highly versatile. Our algorithm is implemented in such a way that it can be easily ported for other situations as well. You can see the exact way the system is identifying the potholes real time. And thank you very much for the data set and the images. It was very clean and easy for us to go ahead with implementing. And we would like to thank the organizers for that particular aspect of providing us a very neat data set. It is all real time, and computationally, this is not so intensive, and it will not take a lot of time for you to detect the pothole. Our algorithms are smart enough that you can detect things with ease. You could see the way the potholes are identified, and they are graded as well. The color coding is also given such a way that anybody can understand based on the color. Green, no problem. Yellow, be a little careful. Red, you must be definitely careful. So based on the length, depth, and the width of the pothole, we are classifying it, and it has come through superb level of trainings that we have given into our system. So the system is very well trained, and it can adapt to any situation. You can go ahead with the scene 2 implementation right now, and I'm sure you will like it too. Grade 1s, again in the green color, grade 2 yellow, and the grade 3 will come with a red color identification. The bounded box with the grade information there comes in front of you, and grade 3 is highlighted very strongly, and we also have the voice assist for grade 3. If you want, we can provide that for grade 2 as well. It's based on your inputs we can work on, and we can provide you that kind of support. And you could see that it is detecting, classifying very clearly, and all this at a very good speed. We can implement this at the edge also, and we can make sure that this gives the best results even at the edge. The complete implementation is presented to you for your kind perusal. And if you have suggestions, we are more than open to implement it, and we would be very happy to listen to your feedback and suggestions about this implementation. It is fully trained, and now we are getting into the next part of it, the driver assisting and the monitoring features. Not every car comes with the driver assisting and the monitoring features. If it is an inexpensive car, so does the features that are provided. It will not be up to the mark. But what we feel is you can be comfortable. The comfort features can be added based on the costing, but not the security. We cannot compromise the security, and every life is worthy for us. So we are providing additional features that will help the drivers, that will help the passengers. That's going to give more comfort. You will be 100% confident in the travel is what we try to give. Along with pothole detection, this can be given as an additional module, which will help everybody. We are going to see that right now. We are going to see the complete demonstration right here. The first module is driver authentication, and we have trained the system with one of the phases. The demo is here.
You are authorized. Drive safe.
You can drive the vehicle now. Now we are going to show the image of a child as such it is sitting alongside the driver.
Children are not allowed in the front row. Children are not allowed in the front row.
This is absolutely prohibited in many countries and we follow that.
Children are not allowed in the front row. Children are not allowed in the front row.
In case of an accident, the children could suffer more than normal people. So we alerted. We are going to see if we can overload more number of people into the car, and we are going with that scenario testing right now.
Passengers limit exceeded. Passengers limit exceeded.
We are getting that alert as well real time, identifying the male female as well perfectly there.
You are authorized. Drive safe.
The driver can wear a spectacle. The driver can wear a cap.
You are authorized. Drive safe.
You'll be recognized. Now we are going to the next part of it where we are going to check if the driver is drinking, smoking, or he's using mobile. That's what we are going to do right now, and we will check if things are working proper. Let's first go ahead and start checking with.
Do not use phone while driving. Do not use phone while driving.
Now drinking.
Do not drink while driving. Do not drink while driving.
Now what's left out? We need to check if we can smoke while driving.
Do not smoke while driving. Do not smoke while driving.
We can detect if the driver is about to sleep as well, and we will alert.
Do not sleep. Do not sleep.
As you can see, this is all real time and absolutely working fine. Now we are going to assess the drivers. You can see that the entire system is working fine, and we will give an alert if you are going close to the previous car. The dangerous message comes and we track it real time, and we will keep you in a safe distance with a voice alert.
Dangerous.
We are also capable of detecting the lane change, and we are going to do that right now.
Lane change alert.
You could see that we are alerting it. Now this is for Indian scenarios. You could see that there are intruders.
Dangerous. Slow down.
We have detected them properly. And this is tested with Indian data set, and that is the most challenging part of the entire product. You could see that there are races on the road.
Dangerous. Slow down.
And we are able to alert the driver properly. You could see that it's all working perfectly fine for all the scenarios. We are going for the next scenario right now.
Dangerous. Slow down.
You could see the way he is racing, and we are able to detect that as well. Now we are going to detect animals.
Dangerous. Slow down. Slow down.
You could see that animal intrusion is detected. Night drive. We are supporting the night.
Dangerous. Slow down.
So all these are real time. Absolutely, voice-based support is
Dangerous. Slow down.
and is working fine. And this is tested for stability, and it's working functionally very fine for all the scenarios. Now we are providing a virtual bumper. As you can see, when you go closer,
Dangerous.
you get a virtual bumper, and there will be a
Car started.
and car starter alert is also coming. The previous car, when it moves, if there is somebody who can tell you that the car has moved, you can move. That's going to be great. We provide you that facility. Now, the blockchain part is coming in. You can scan the status of your car. You can scan the health status of your car with a single click. That's what we are going to do. We are launching our app, and we get all the data from the sensors, and we push it onto the blockchain so that it gets non-tamperable. If you know the vehicle number, type the vehicle number. You get all the data in front of you about the vehicle's quality, and you can get it in seconds. So I've typed that, and you can see that. This is just a tentative data. We moved it to the blockchain, and we used Hyperledger. And if you do not know the number of the vehicle, and if you are really a little lazy about it, scan the QR code. You get the data immediately in front of you. We have given a specific QR code for all the cars, and you could get the data immediately. And all these are real time, and this is working fine. And once it goes to blockchain, as you know, it is never tamperable, and we are testing it with one more scenario, and that's also giving you absolute data. So overall, we provide a system that can help the driver, that can monitor the driver, and that can keep you safe. We thank you for the opportunity that you have provided, and we look forward to hearing from you the feedback. Thank you.
And tell me, how was it? I just need feedback. So if you can tell me how was it, it would be great. It was all done with excellent amount of training, phenomenal amount of training, and data collection itself was very tough, but it was doable. We did not go to any huge laboratories or something. We did everything locally with the limited amount of setup that we have. So here we have got the cameras coming into picture. We have used the Jetson Nano as a platform, and we have trained it properly, and it's going to be proper deep learning, perfect deep learning and computer vision coming into picture, right? So you can also try it out. That's the point that I'm trying to convey you. So all this, right? This was one problem that I felt for a long time. Why Maruti cannot have all these features? Now I can have, right? Very simple. I can spend about 10,000, 15,000 rupees, and at the end of the day, I can also get all the features that other expensive cars are having in terms of software perspective. I repeat, hardware, yes, there is a cost associated, but again, with respect to software, I can still improve it and get more features for it, right? I hope you can see my screen. The next one is even more going to be interesting. So what is it and why is it interesting, sir? Very simple. I'm going to get into retail business right now. I've been covering different sectors, if you can understand it right. The first one was with respect to the smart city. The second one was with respect to the automobiles. Now I'm coming into smart retail solutions. I'll go to healthcare as well. So why I want to show you this kind of uh, distributed application opportunities is to tell you that when you start thinking that your thinking should be in a way that you should not restrict yourself in a cocoon, and you should be ready to think different. You should be ready to try out different angles of content and find out problem statements appropriately. That's how you need to think. So what is it you are going to show, sir? Very simple. I'm going to build a system that will help the retail business to go on with. I'll take a supermarket as an instance. I walk into the supermarket. What happens when I walk in? I see that there are a lot of racks. For example, I need to buy Head and Shoulders shampoo. That rack, whatever I'm going to pick the Head and Shoulders, has got Pantene also mixed to it. So that's a misplacement. Now, what happens? Another problem. There is one rack which is completely empty, which is sold off. I need to refill that. So I need to refill it as soon as I can so that it can sell well. And this intimation has to go to the storekeeper. And I need to also look into the racks where it is not at all selling. I've got some racks which is consistently staying. So I need to identify how do we give some offers to that kind of items which are not selling, say buy one, get one free, all this kind of things. Now we have implemented it completely, and this is a complete super solution that you are going to see. And this was appreciated and awarded by Procter & Gamble from their innovation team, and we got awarded by them also. So I will answer all your questions at the end of it. So don't worry about it right now. So I'll take up all your questions. Maybe another 15-20 minutes I'd like to talk so that it will look even more nice. So let me show you the demo where you can understand the complete project that I have built, the product that I have built towards getting the retail idea, whatever I told you. It is going to enhance, it is going to ensure that it's giving you the best retail experience. So let me know if you are able to hear, because at times I see that there is a problem with sharing. So let me know if you can hear from the chat. I will see it. Just a second. Just say yes, no in the chat. I'll be happy to.
Hello. Our system has got two functionalities. The first one is to get the components and the objects in the rack of a supermarket to be identified perfectly. 100% accuracy is what is aimed at, and we are very close to it. For example, if the rack has got Ariel, Tide, Pampers, Whisper, or anything, it will be recognized perfectly, and this is 100% real time. And the accuracy is really appreciable, and we get close to 100% in our testing. The second module is very simple, but yet very effective. We can find out the empty slots in each rack, and we can alert you. Also, people have the tendency to misplace things. For example, I pick up Tide, and when I go along, I find another product which is very interesting. So I drop Tide right there in the place which I found another product. I do not keep it in the same place from where I lifted it. I mean, Tide did not go back to the Tide shelf. Instead, it went to a different shelf. We can identify that right now. We can identify the empty slots. We can identify the misplaced components also and alert you. This will help people in arranging things back immediately so that it will look nice, as well as it will help the people who are buying it. Let's see the first demo initially, and then we will go to the second functionality demo shortly. For the first demo, we are launching our system, and the input is a video feed that we have taken from the nearby supermarket, and you can see that it's getting launched. The moment it is launched, the world of working is very simple and easier. You can see the Ariel is recognized right now, and it's 99% accurately we are able to recognize, and every time this is functioning fine. Irrespective of the shape, irrespective of the container shape, irrespective of the color, we are able to recognize everything properly. This is because of the extensive training that we have done, and this is all real time and accurate. We can now test any product, we can now identify any product like this, and we have tested it for Ariel. We are going to go to the different color of Ariel package also right now. We have tested Tide, which you can see in the next set of demo as well. We have tested Pampers. All these are working fine, and I am definitely hopeful you will appreciate it. Here you can see that the color of Ariel is different here. I mean, the package, the color, everything is different, but still it works fine. Let us go to the next functionality. This module will help us identify the empty slots as well as misplaced items. Once it is launched, it will perfectly tell you what all the components in the rack. For example, now Tide is identified properly, irrespective of what color cover it has got, what packaging structure it has got, we are able to identify it accurately, close to 100%. And you can see that misplaced is 0 right now, empty slots is 1. The empty slot 1 is nothing but the one free slot which is available on the left hand side of the rack, and that shows that you can keep one more component there. I mean, one more packet of Tide over there which can be sold. Now, we purposefully misplace Pampers there. The moment you keep Pampers, it is recognized accurately as Pampers, and misplaced item has got Pampers listed into it, which can let the storekeeper know that the items are getting misplaced, and this can be replaced back into the previous place perfectly. Also, we can have one more packet of Tide to be kept there, which can help the customers to pick it up. Now, I am picking up Tide purposefully to see if the empty slots are updated properly. You can see the empty slot is 1 now, but still the misplaced remains the same. It is Pampers which is misplaced into the Tide rack. All these are real time, and we are able to achieve accuracy which is very appreciable, and we are always close to 100% accuracy. We are going to go with some more testing here. I am lifting the Pampers now. Now the empty slots has got increased to 2, and we can keep 2 more packets of Tide here is the message that we are conveying the storekeeper. Now I'm going to lift one more to see if the count increases properly. The empty slots have become 3 right now, which is definitely appreciable. Now I'm going to do the final stuff where you can see that the count gets increased properly. I have taken all the 4 out and 4 slots are empty. This will definitely help us in arranging things in the rack properly, as well as to avoid the items getting misplaced and misarranged in the supermarket.
So how was it? It was nice, simple, effective. I want your feedback here. We are getting to almost 1 hour time frame that we are completing. Right, we will get into the healthcare one, but I may not be able to show you demo for these things quickly because I wish that I can talk more a little bit on this side so that we can interact a bit more. Let's get to 1 or 2 concepts which I have built and which has been awarded as well. We'll discuss that and then we'll go to demo again. Maybe after some time, maybe about 10 minutes, we'll do a couple of more demos. Right? So we are getting into the healthcare right now. The lady whom you are seeing in front of you is my grandmother. Right? She is Miss Jayalakshmi, who is no more. She's the one who grew me up. When everybody else said that I will not become big in the society or I will not do great things, this is the only lady who said that, no, you will be great, you will do great things. And she's the one who motivated me for all what I do today. Right? So she's behind me for all my success. Now, what happened is this lady, way back in 2016, was staying at my uncle's house, and one fine evening, she used the restroom in the night, say about 11:30, 12, I believe, and she fell down there. She went unnoticed for hours because people are living in different rooms, right, in the city, and she underwent. I'm sorry. She was identified in the morning that she fell down, and she was rushed to the hospital. I rushed from Coimbatore back to Chennai. It was around 2-3 days of trauma that she underwent. After that, she passed away. I was pretty much near her for the entire 3 days, and she said that instead of all this trauma, I would have preferred to die right there in the spot. I came back after cremating her, and I found out that the leading cause for death, second leading cause for death is the fall, to fall in the bathroom. 6.8 lakh people die, almost 80% in the low and middle income countries because of fall. Greater than 60 carries most risk when you fall in the bathroom. 37.3 million falls till date are very severe. Bathroom is the place where people fall more than anywhere else. So we started thinking about how can we find a solution for this. We built a watch the watch will detect if you're fallen, but we cannot expect the watch to really be worn at all the time inside the bathrooms, right? So when we went for pitching and we went for funding to make it really big by then, everyone was very happy about the watch, but people started asking, do you think that we will wear watches inside the bathroom? It was a very strong question and a solid question that went deep into our thought process. And we came back with a solution, which was very interesting and easy. There is a material called piezoelectric plate, which is called force sensitive resistor actually. The moment the piezoelectric plate is hit, when I hit like this, it will emit output voltage. So we made the bathroom tiles completely pasted with laminated with piezoelectric plates. Each tile may have one or two piezoelectric plates. Our bathrooms are small, like the room I'm sitting, right? It will be small only. We don't have bigger bathrooms. 1,000 square feet won't be a bathroom. It will be maximum 70 square feet or 80 square feet. That itself is a luxury. We are able to cover it up properly. Now, if you are going inside the bathroom and if you are standing, you will cover one or two tiles. For example, like this, you will cover. So the output voltage will come from just one or two tiles. But when you fall, what will happen? The output voltage will come from 5 to 6 tiles. Even how much ever shorter you are, you will get output voltage from 5 to 6 tiles. So that way, you will let your people know in the hall or in the rooms that you have fallen, and they can come and they can definitely catch you and they can ensure that you are protected from further trauma. Falls cannot be prevented, but falls can be identified immediately. And with this idea, we went to Harvard. We were representing India. We went to Harvard University, and the Harvard University Hack Harvard 2019 was the contest that I'm talking about. We were the winners. We represented India and we won, and we got the first prize at the Harvard. So that was a very simple innovation, yet a very powerful innovation. What I'm trying to convey you here is your innovations need not be complex. Your innovations need not be very difficult. Your innovations need not be really very expensive. Innovations can be simple. Innovations can be affordable. Innovations can be reachable to the people, and that should be the motto that you have when you are trying to innovate. So understand that point. This is one product that I'm really very happy about, whatever I have built. Now, I'll go with one more demo because this is something that I always wanted to talk about. Road accidents are on the rise, right? Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Coimbatore, everywhere. The road accidents are always on the rise. And the point here is that many of the road accidents are happening because of the mobile phone usage. So 8 die every hour in the road accidents. Speeding and mobile phone are the primary causes. I got some figures in front of you, staggering figures. And during the time of COVID, the numbers have come down, but now again the numbers are increasing. And the people use mobile phone while driving. Some people use it purposefully. We can't do much about them, so they'll have to change. But some people, like the Swiggy delivery boys or the food delivery boys, they are using mobile phone for navigation, and they have to deliver the food on time. Otherwise, their star rating will get hurt. So they are poor people, really. So we kind of to have empathy for them. So what we did is we built a system where they should just set the source and destination in the mobile app. They should wear a glove, and the glove will give them the direction. If you have to go left, the left glove will indicate the direction, right glove will. And we've got a vibrator module. So only when there is a change in direction, your vibrator will work and it will give you the direction update. Very simple, yet a very powerful innovation. This is, I'll now show you the demo. Have a look at it. This is one of the products that I love building because this is something that can really solve a lot of problems for the drivers. And in India, right, many of us do not really put the indicators. When you turn left, the indicators are not used, or turn right, the indicators are not switched on properly. So we can use this idea to make indicators even automatic. So that's the way we can take it forward. I'll now show you the demo. Have a look at it. This was awarded by Titan. This was awarded by Rakuten. And this is one of the most favorite products that I have ever built. So let me know if you're able to hear the audio. If not, I'll share it again. Oh, I will have to give the audio. See that? There is a mobile app where I'm setting the source and the destination. This is a simple mobile app, Android app like Map. That's all. So we have used the Google Map APIs. Once I set it, I need to enable the pairing, and I need to select the mode, driving or walking or biking, whichever mode you have, right? You need to select it. And I'm doing it right now. So once you click navigate, you will get to pair to the gloves that I'm going to show you. You can see that I'm pairing it now nicely with my glove, and I'll show you the glove right away. You can see that this is a very simple piece of prototyping art. So your prototype did so nice. Now I'll have to go left. the left indicator is coming. And if the left that I have to take is less than 50 meter, the flickering rate will be faster. You can see that. Now the flickering is much faster. And there is a vibrator module added to it so that you need not keep looking into the module. You can just look into it whenever there is a change. Now I have to go straight. So both the LEDs will glow. You can see that. Both the LEDs will glow. And if I have to take right, only the right indicator will work. And there will be a voice alert also. If you want, you can keep voice alert. But actually, the Indian traffic law says that you should not take any voice kind of assistance when you are driving the two-wheeler. You cannot use headphones or something like that. So you can avoid it as well. Now you can see that I have to take the right. Only the right LED is flickering. And if the distance to travel is less than 50 meters, the flickering rate will become much faster so that you can get alerted that, yeah, I'll have to reach the destination. The destination is so close than expected. Now see this, it's still flickering. We can use it for the people who are coming for the first time into Bangalore because they will be lost most of the time understanding which route to take, where is what, all the things. This can even help them. For the cyclists, it can help. For the food delivery boys, it will be super helpful. Now you can see that the flickering rate will increase and that would be super fast. Yes, that has increased. And I cannot show you how the vibration is felt. So you'll have to understand that there is a vibrator module added and you'll have to appreciate it by yourself by visualizing it that there is a vibrator there. That's all. You can see that the flickering rate has increased. Now in the left-hand side in the app, the updates keep coming. It's just like your map, but we have integrated the map very brilliantly into this system. And whatever your Google Map updates coming, right? So that will be presented here nicely. And that way, we will not find it so difficult to use this application as well. We are already familiar and we are using the same thing, but in a different basket. This is called innovation. That's all. Very simple, right? Affordable innovation, appreciable innovation is what I'm talking about all this time. And this is one thing that I'm really very happy about. I'm building it. The next one is going to be even more interesting. Instead of me talking, I'll show you the demo because demos are interesting as ever. This is for the Parkinson's syndrome. There is something called as Parkinson's syndrome. And how did we address it? Did we get some good results? I'm going to show you that we are able to achieve reasonable amount of success in finding a solution. We are still working on this. It is a project which is ongoing. So let me know if you are able to hear the audio. If not, I will share it again. That's the disclaimer I keep putting.
This very important problem statement that we have taken into consideration, and it is hand tremor. Most of us would have felt it when we are tensed, but there are people who have it as part of their life every day. Their hands keep shaking every time because of the disease called as Parkinson's disease. Now, what we are going to do? We are going to provide you a solution that is going to ease your lifestyle even if you have this Parkinson's disease, which is going to give you hand tremor every now and then. This hand tremor is just not a disease, it is more actually. You will get a workplace stigma, you will lose your confidence, and the chance of aggravation is very high. So what do? We need a solution. And the solution is through technology is most preferred. We being engineers, we are very happy to provide a solution which is definitely sustainable as well as frugal. Now what do? Our solution is very simple and straightforward. We are developing a viable and versatile wearable for suppression and nullification of hand tremors. We have a proof of concept right now, which should further be developed as a prototype and which should further become a product in the market, hopefully in near future. First, let us understand what are the reasons that one could get the tremor. It includes multiple reasons actually. We were surprised to know that the first reason is stress, second reason, alcoholism, third, anxiety, and fourth, age factors. We will get these tremors because of any one of these reasons, and the most probable reason is the aging factor. And through our surveys, we understand that the old age people are the victims of this disease. And what is the impact? Every day, 1 in 10 people are being diagnosed with this hand tremor, which is shocking. And it is understood that this trend would further increase. So we definitely need a solution which is certainly appreciable as well as it has to be viable. By 2031, predictions say that 50% of increase will be there in this line of disease. And 50% is something which we cannot tolerate, and we should definitely curtail this before that. So this trend increase should be curtailed through a technology solution. Here you go. We are into the main area to understand how our system works. When the hand shivers or the tremor starts, that input is recognized by our gyroscope and accelerometer combo. That data is now sent to our algorithm, which is intelligent enough to generate the opposite frequency. That will then activate the battery, which means the power source, and it in turn drives the glove, which is connected to the battery. The stimuli comes from the battery to generate the opposite frequency, and it in turn controls the tremor. It is very important to understand how technologically we build our system. We call it stack. What all the technology stuff that we are using to build our system is paramount for somebody to understand our system's ability to crack stuff. We use the best of technology to make sure that our product stands the best to solve the problem that we are trying to address. And we are now splitting it into 4 divisions. The first one is hardware, second one is software, third is interfaces, and finally the storage, which is nothing but the cloud. We are using electroactive polymers as the main component and material in our glove, which means the glove will be as much closer as it has to be with the skin layer, so it can be much more effective. This approach has not been followed by anybody else in the past, hence we believe this could be an approach for the future as well. This kind of approach with the limited amount of electronic components will also make it lesser in weight, which means it is not heavy for the people to wear it. The prototype itself is built in such a way that it should not weigh very heavy. Because for us to provide a solution to somebody, it should really solve the problem and it should not become a problem. We have taken care of it and we have devised it so nicely, and further stages when we go, this should really be just looking like a glove where internally the components are all stitched properly, and it should look like a complete concealed glove. And this is going to be lightweight, affordable and frugal.
Let me walk you through our product's demonstration. Here we have a wooden handiquin and a glove upon which a device is located. You can see that here we have a gyroscope sensor, a microcontroller, a Bluetooth transmitter, and 5 actuators. Let me show you the UI that we have built for the end user. This UI is completely real time, and here you can see that as we shake the glove, the UI updates in real time. This is all done through cloud servers provided by Firebase. This entire dashboard has been built keeping the user in mind. It provides a seamless experience for both the customer and the doctors reviewing them. Let me show you the AI part of a model. We perform time series analysis to predict the future. What we do is, using the average frequency, we create a time series graph. This time series graph is decomposed into 3 parts: the trends, the seasonal, and the residue. Upon calculating a rolling window, we use this rolling window to predict the future. This rolling window is further predicted using a reinforcement learning algorithm.
So that was a simple attempt that we made, yet it was a very good start, we believe, right? So with that note, I would like to just show you a few other things that I would want you to understand, that this is the way innovations have been done in the market. Hello, could you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I am not able to share screen, so could you make me a presenter, please? That's the only problem we have. Just make me a presenter if you can. I have just 5 more minutes of talk left. I want to conclude it for it.
Did you use the same? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, I got it. Sorry. Right. So you should be able to see the screen, I trust. Let's quickly go through simple innovations which you can refer to. Paper clips, right? Samuel B. Fay. This is such a simple idea, but this guy has become a multi-millionaire with this idea. This is a very simple innovation, yet a very effective innovation. Sticky notes, Spencer Silver, we all know him. That was not meant to be sticky notes, that was meant to be a permanent adhesive. But he failed. Irrespective of repeated research, it failed. So he re identified a purpose for it, and that became the sticky note. You and I are now using it. Multiple times we are able to stick, and that became a trademark. So innovations at times can fail. But if you are able to purpose it properly to a different problem statement, that way you can become rich as well. This is even more very important innovation. Mia, she was the first one in the world to get a feeding dress for the baby, feeding garment for the baby. She had a zip attached to it and she made the feeding very simple. No need to expose the body to the cold, as well as it is very embarrassing for moms to really go ahead and feed the baby in public. So this way, she minimized that trouble and she's one of the best innovators we can salute. And side stands in the bullet and very, very huge vehicles. If there is no side stand in all these kind of huge vehicles, right? I'm sure that you will not buy the vehicle. Maybe first day, second day, you can put the center stand. But next, I don't think you will be able to. All right. So that way, this is an innovation. There are multiple innovations possible with respect to you driving the automobile, with respect to you handling the pests at home. Multiple innovations are possible with respect to healthcare. Even the way you are sitting, right? Even the way I am sitting right now, ergonomics, there are multiple innovations possible. It all needs one thing. Remember, innovation can be small or big. It has to be impactful. It must be reachable. It must be affordable. Open your eyes, see the things around, and you will find so many problems around you, and that definitely needs your innovation. Go innovate. And now I'm open to take up questions. So please go ahead and ask questions if you have any. And this is my the first slide I think I have given it. I'll also type the details in the chat so that you can subscribe and you can find me, you can reach me whenever you want. I'll be very happy. Maybe the last few minutes, I think Manuel will want to take up. I have given you my YouTube ID. I've given you my LinkedIn ID, right, friends? So please go ahead, get in touch with me. I'll be super happy to help you out wherever you need anything in future. Thank you very much and over to you, Shinu.
I think, Dr. Sriram, there are a few questions on the innovations which I can see in the chat. I'm also looking at the Q&A. I think to begin with, on the water monitoring system, there are questions that can be check the chemical contamination or microbial content, etc. I think somebody has asked.
Yes, we can use it for different purposes, but most importantly, right, there might be minor customizations required. And that way, yes, we can repurpose it. Any innovation, whatever I'm talking about, right, that should not just be used for one thing. Other than a very specific innovations like Parkinson's syndrome or something, you can repurpose everything else. Yes.
Absolutely. And on the porthole detection system, what is the facility available for night vision?
Night vision, we can have cameras which are going to be very helpful towards understanding it. We have got LIDARs coming up very brightly. So we can use them, but that would be an expensive affair. So to start with, for the lower end and mid-sized cars, whatever we are handling, right, this itself is a great addition. I don't want to bombard the cost by another factor of X. So I do not touch that. But yes, we can do it.
Okay, I think there are more questions around it. Say, what was the range in which that these potholes are detected? Because if you are too near the pothole, there's no point in giving
we are detecting it. We are detecting it at the range of 3 meters, 2.5 meters right now. But again, as you said, this was the data set that was given by the government of Saudi Arabia. Okay. So this data set was taken in a very proper, curated manner. When it comes to India, we do not have potholes in the roads. We have road in the potholes. That would be even more challenging. So we'll have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. That is one thing that they have posted. Not just potholes. I think sleeping cows and
correct.
Any objects.
The roads are not meant for just drivers here. It's meant for more other things.
Yeah. And I would request everyone to post more queries. What are the technical stack we wanted to understand on the retail, the use case?
Right. We use TensorFlow, we use PyTorch. So both are playing a major role there. And we have used RCNN and faster RCNN for enhanced accuracy. We started with simple CNN. It was failing. Then we went to modified CNN. Then we went to fast-star CNN. Finally, fast-star CNN was sounding very nice.
And how many cameras have been used, or where cameras to be placed?
It was done in my laptop camera on. The rack
Okay.
that I have shown you is my Almira. So there's just one camera, that is my laptop.
Yeah. Okay.
So all the case studies that I have shown you, right, that doesn't really go ahead with a lot of investments in terms of infrastructure and proof of concepts because I don't have that much money.
Yeah.
It's all local.
For academic, academic POCs, this is fine. But in a real-time retail shelf analysis, how do we manage this cameras? Because that becomes an expensive.
They've got surveillance cameras already available, right? They can repurpose. 360-degree cameras can be used, which they are already having in the market. And that was a question that was asked in the hackathon as well. And I answered the same way.
Okay. I think questions around the ADA system or the vehicle object detection.
Yeah.
I think generic questions. I think how do we... I think the question is not very clear. If you have more questions, please. I think people are impressed. I think impressed with your innovations. Is there any I don't know, they're asking, is there books or courses to teach this?
You can watch my channel. I have taught all this there. So get in touch with me. So I'll get more subscribers if you go and subscribe. I'll be happy that way. Jokes apart. I have taught all this there in the channel. So you can be in touch with me. If you need any help, right, you can definitely do it.
Okay. I think any use cases implemented at enterprise level is one question.
Yes. Some of the use cases, whatever I have shown, right, the PNG things are all taken further. They are all implemented. And even the watch that I have told you, right, the lupus fatigue, the fall detection, bottom fall detection, that's a startup now.
Yes. I think similar solutions are most of the universities also we have seen. Yeah. But overall, I think an excellent set of use cases across industries, across problems, real problems. Very, very impressive, Dr. Sriram. So I'll take a few minutes actually to share my screen and then take you through the final part of it. Though Dr. Sriram request you to stay back. If there are still more questions to Dr. Sriram, please post it. In the meantime, we want to introduce that this webinar is brought to you by Reva University. It's a beautiful university located in North Bangalore, with about 45 acres of beautiful campus. And we host about 15,000 students and 2,000 plus faculty across programs around engineering to management. And the division which conducts these webinars is called Reva Academy for Corporate Excellence. We have been doing various research-driven corporate training programs in AI, cybersecurity, cloud, techno-functional leadership, etc. And like Dr. Sriram, the whole ecosystem is built on industry experts and veterans who bring real-time cases to the classes. Therefore, our programs are different, and the kind of ecosystem would include 1,000 plus mid and senior executives who are going through the programs, led and helped by these industry leaders. So what you would get is an excellent ecosystem where you bring your ideas. I think there are questions around it that I have some idea. How do we start? I think please approach any of us or Dr. Sriram directly, as you please, and we would take it up from there. So being a university, we are open to experiment, collaborate, invent or innovate on these real-time problems which are the need required. And as Dr. Sriram told that, it is not just creating a POC and leaving it, but seeing the light of the day. Are there takers? Are there target groups who will pay for your solutions? And can you actually commercialize some of it, right? I think that entrepreneurial journey is the next step. So please do connect, because we have a very, very helpful ecosystem here. And the kind of support that you would get is not from the experts, but also from the peers who is going through these programs. And any kind of technologies. So we have about 50 plus tools that we use. Anything like in AI, most of the tools are open tools. But if you would want a cloud infrastructure, if you want an IoT or IIoT or even cyber physical systems infrastructure that we have, thanks to all the supports from the OEMs, We do have anything around cybersecurity, a great infrastructure and support system. It could be, say, AC Council, or it could be Splunk or Stella Cyber, or any kind of SIEMs or XDR solutions. And that's what we put together when we are building our programs. And what programs we run? We run a few masters programs for working professionals. One is a business analytics program. Another one is an AI program, and AI and business analytics, like Dr. Sriram mentioned, it cuts across the domain and industries. The kind of use cases you can build is not just limited to software alone. It is connected to now IoT and coming to industrial IoT or operational technologies, and where AI can be applied. And that's what we teach here with real-time applications. And cybersecurity is another fascinating area along with cloud. So this actually talks about a complete ecosystem of programs and collaborative projects ecosystem that you can build any of the projects what Dr. Sriram just mentioned. And we also do multiple custom the training programs as well as projects, etc. And one of the program we want to specially talk about is an AI program. This is a PG diploma. We also have an MTech program in this, but then seats are limited. So if any of you are interested and looking forward to learn how to do this, please do connect with us. And our numbers are here. You can connect with us directly. Also connect with Dr. Sriram for getting more help. He is very, very vocal, both in social media as well as in person. Very, very proactively responding to the queries and spend really time. In fact, our participants are big beneficiary of his time. He has been helping some of the capstone projects of our program participants. So with that, let me check once more whether we have queries which is come in. Otherwise, I think we are good on time. Let me just check. Are there more questions?
Nothing.
How to automatically slower the TV sound? Okay, it must be getting into the TV.
You have remote at hand, right? So please.
Yeah, I think you must move from TV to maybe books or maybe learning.
Correct.
That is that is better. I think there are Dr. Sriram's book list has been put, and I think since questions are less, I think we are so thankful. I think Dr. Sriram, your passion and your innovation, I think the spirit and empathy. I think we need to be empathetic first and build innovations, because you are very passionate about innovation, and the way that you are helping us to get excited and inspired is amazing. And I hope I was just thinking the number of projects that which we do here is not getting much of the tractions. And I like the way that you have even created videos with your own voices so that it can be marketed or shared with people very quickly, so that you don't have to spend time in creating a technical demonstration all the time. Excellent. I think it was wonderful. Very different session, but very, very useful. Please don't limit yourself. As Dr. Sriram mentioned that I am from this background only, I will remain here. So please explore, please innovate. The only way is to collaborate with different mindset people, different skilled people, the complementary skills that you must find. And we are hoping that a lot of you who are on the audience will follow Dr. Sriram's path and become innovators for future. And that's the need. So with that, thank you so much, Dr. Sriram. It has been a pleasure to host you, and all of you who have been there stayed back with our session. Please do connect with us to know more. Thank you, and have a very, very good evening. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.